This is my friend Istromus, and this is his base, Man Cave.
Such an original name.
And in a few days, if everything goes to plan, this exact base will be filled with thousands of pink sheep.
Before I explain everything, I need to set up a base of operations to actually get a bunch of pink sheep.
And what better place to set up our base than inside Man Cave?
Okay, also I think he's gonna get on soon, so I need to make sure I hide this quick. He joined. You guys are probably still wondering why I'm trying to put thousands of pink sheep in my friend's base. Well, it's because 7 years ago he gave me this Minecraft skin. No way. This guy. He's gonna pay for what he did. You see, 7 years ago when he gave me the skin, it was actually really cool. Because one, it was my own personal skin that no one else in the world had. And also that someone would go out of their way to make me. He didn't actually make the skin. He just found it and lied about it. And now I've been stuck with this skin for the past 7 years of my life. Hello?
Yo! Ryan, I can probably lead you to a village.
That would be nice. Now you guys are probably wondering, Raimon, why didn't you just get a new skin? Well, you see, I started making YouTube videos, as any 5th grader would do. Like, if you didn't make videos in middle school, I don't even know what you were doing. Playing video games? I would never. And honestly, after making videos for a couple years, it was too late. There was actually a time where I did wear a different skin, which ironically my friend also lied about making.
Hi guys, it's Raimon here. Today I'm gonna play Hypixel Bed Wars. And I have my Trump skin on. On the back I have Hillary.
Dude, I feel like we're going the wrong way.
No, we're not, bro. Don't worry.
Dude, there
We're
wasn't
not.
this much water. Like, there was islands like every couple hundred blocks.
Right there, bro. Look.
But luckily when he did leave, we were actually able to get work done. Finally. And that's also another problem that we're going to have is because Istromus is not the only owner of Man Cave. There is also Orange Moose. And also, Man Cave is a pretty busy spot because not only does it have an XP farm that everyone goes to, but it also has a lot of stuff that everyone just takes from. That might just be me. It's kind of nice. I can just grab whatever I need from here. Forget getting my own stuff. 40 to 60 blocks will probably be a safe distance. And now finally we can get pink sheep. After we still wait from Man Cave, of course. It's a sheep. It was honestly not that hard finding pink sheep because they weren't that far from the base. But getting them back was another story. There was an accident on the ladder. Dude, this is like the greatest secret base I've ever made. Gotta be honest, man. Like, I'm actually stupid. Why are you looking at me like that? Let's go. We have our first baby sheep. What a beautiful family. You guys are gonna be the start to many generations. Generations that will traumatize my best friend, Istromus. And you guys think traumatized may be a big word, which it is, but I actually haven't told you the full story. Okay, before we spend more time digging this out more, I think it's probably best to get diamond tools. 7 years ago in 5th grade, he gave me this Minecraft skin, right? But we actually met a year before that in 4th grade because he came to visit the school. It is a private school, so that isn't that strange, but he was very strange. Okay, I'll say this first. Istromus is a very good singer and actor. He literally has been the main role in like every single school play he's been in. When he first came to visit the school, he acted and he pretended like he was Pink Sheep. And not a Pink Sheep, but the Pink Sheep, the YouTuber. At the time, Pink Sheep was a fairly large YouTube channel. It was actually owned by a bigger one called Exploding TNT, if you've heard of that. He literally pretended to use the automated voice that Pink Sheep uses. Like, he would say Pink Sheep's famous phrases in like that computer generated voice. And even for a year or two, he denied the accusations that he wasn't Pink Sheep. And that's the payback. That's how we're getting payback. We're not only filling his base with thousands of pink sheep, we're actually traumatizing him and reminding him of one of the most embarrassing memories of his life. Because that's what friends do. We are here. What's up, guys? How you doing? You haven't grown up yet? Dude, Istromus is going to be so mad. If we actually pull this off, this is going to be the greatest prank ever. A lot of you guys probably don't know this, but like 2 years ago or something, I tried to prank him. It ended up not working at all. Well, I hope it does. So if we pull this off, this is going to be the best thing ever. I've been doing this for like an hour and I'm already getting bored. And we only have maybe like 20 to 30 sheep. Not too bad of a number, but it's all going to be worth it in the end. Once we see the reaction of Istromus and all of his pain and embarrassment. You know what, another thing that makes this story funny? When he came to visit our school, there was a mom there, like eating lunch with her son, one of the other kids at the table. She literally was whispering to all of us not to laugh. Basically, she thought that Istromus was nowhere near mentally stable, which at that point, I would think the same thing as well. But you had to be there to really understand. He was playing a character for sure. I kind of forgot how exponential breeding sheep is. Like we had 46 and then I just bred them. We have like 70. Yeah, we're probably gonna want more wheat. We are not gonna last too long because we have 70 sheep now. If we breed them again, we'll have another 35, meaning we'll have like 105. Then after that, it's like 200, 400. Yeah, it goes exponential.
Which means 1, we're gonna need a lot more wheat, and 2, we are gonna need a lot more space. Because at this point, we're gonna run out of space within the next, like, hour. I did the math, and if we breed the sheep 13 more times, we'll have over 10,000 pink sheep. That's actually insane. So I started mining. And then Istromus joined. Now, although Istromus joining made us get out of the base and stop working, he did give us some valuable information. You see, Istromus actually reminded me that he was going out of town, like that weekend. Like I said before, Istromus is a half-decent actor and singer, and supposedly he has this gig that he has to drive like 12 hours to. You know, congrats to him for having this cool gig and everything. But this actually probably means more to us than it does to him, because now we have a lot more time to fill his base with pink sheep.
Bro, he's gonna be gone till Tuesday? Monday or Tuesday. Okay, we actually have a lot of time we're working with.
It's currently Thursday, which basically means we have 4 days to fill his base with thousands of pink sheep. Seems like a pretty simple task to me. It was honestly really nice not having to worry about Istromus finding our base, because remember, we're just like 40 blocks below his. But even though he's gonna be gone for 4 days, we still have to keep an eye out for other people on the server. Luckily, when I started working in the morning, no one else was on. The next couple hours, I mined out space, farmed wheat, and bred sheep. Nothing much really happened besides that. I did go up to Le Man Cave to, you know, borrow a couple items. Don't tell Istromus I did that, though. As time went on, it definitely got way more crowded with pink sheep. At one point, I wasn't even able to get to the chest. It's crazy. For some reason, pink sheep, they like to get to high ground for some reason. Kind of like they're trying to escape, but, you know, maybe not. Oh yeah, also I did find this cave, but I made sure to cover it up pretty safely so that, you know, no one can find the secret base with a bunch of pink sheep in it. Because honestly, like, that would just be really awkward if just someone else on the server came upon this random base under Le Man Cave with a bunch of pink sheep. Luckily, you know, we're never going to let that happen. I logged into the server later that day, and I found that people were actually in Le Man Cave. One of them being Orange Moose, a player that Istromus shares the base with.
I hope they can't hear the sheep. That would not be good.
Luckily, I had an Invis potion that I was able to take, but I knew that staying in the base when people were in Le Man Cave was probably not the best move. But actually leaving the base is probably going to be very helpful, because I realize we have like no wheat compared to what we actually need.
I just farmed all the wheat, and it only gave us maybe like 150. We literally do not have enough to feed all of these sheep. What the? Orange Moose is right there. Am I still invis? We're invis.
Luckily, he was just at the XP farm, but this is probably our cue to leave. The last thing we want is him finding this base.
And yes, I'm going to steal the wheat again. Okay, I'm just going to steal a couple of these seeds. They're not going to use it anyway. We're fine. I think it's just a waiting game right now. I could expand this farm. Dude, we could make the biggest wheat farm in Minecraft. Farming 1 million wheat in 2 minutes. Record. So it's been 2 hours and people are still on. For those of you who haven't been to Kansas, this is what it looks like. Just wheat. My mom kind of grew up in Kansas, so yeah, I'm sorry, Mom. Okay, I'm probably going to log off. Hopefully I can get more work done tomorrow. I need to stop telling myself I'm not getting any work done. I mean, this is work. This is progress. See? All that wheat. Think about it this way. This may be weird. 2 pieces of wheat is an extra sheep for our army. And that's Minecraft math with Rymont. And yes, it's pronounced Rymont, not Remont. I know most people that see the name think Remont, which if you say it, or Rimont, if you say it like that, then it's fine. I don't necessarily care, but the way I pronounce it is Rymont. So if you guys, whatever. I don't care.
Since some of the wheat had already grown fully, I decided to harvest what we could. After harvesting, we had over 1,000 pieces of wheat, which seems like a lot, but in reality, that only gives us 500 more pink sheep. We are going to need a lot more than that. After spending some time working on the wheat field, we were met by a member of the server, Polar, and he had a very strange question. What does free debt even mean? Like, do I gain debt I have to pay back, or is Polar giving me something for free out of the debt that he will owe me? I'm honestly still confused. He gave us a bow and a shield, which I can't complain about. I just hope there's like no strings attached and he doesn't come looking for a debt to be paid. I mean, if he wants something, I guess we could give him some wheat. We have a decent amount of that. I spent the rest of the day and the next morning working on the wheat field. Planting, waiting, harvesting, planting again. All in a day's work. And now after 5 hours of farming wheat, it's time we go back to the base and farm some sheep.
I did the math and we have like 6,000 wheat. So we should be good for a while, but we're probably going to need more. We need so much wheat. It's just crazy. Dude, this is so many sheep. I can like barely run around. This is actually wild. Wait, how many do we have? We almost have 500. I think we're going to need more space. If this is only 500 sheep, it's not even lagging too bad. I feel like we could go for 10,000. I don't know. That may be too much. I feel like 10,000 is doable as long as the server doesn't crash. That is a possibility.
I began to mine more space for more sheep. I knew we were going to need a lot of space at the rate that the sheep were growing, so I dug out twice as much space. And I bred the sheep again, which got us to about 700 pink sheep.
What is this, bro? We're definitely going to need more space. This isn't even 1,000 sheep. I'm gonna do a second layer, I think.
Building a second layer would again double the amount of space that we have.
Okay, I've been digging for a little bit. I keep getting a random lag. It's like so weird. I have no clue why. At some point it's just gonna be too laggy to be funny. No. What?
Luckily, he was just working on the XP farm. To be safe, though, I made sure to tell him we weren't doing anything suspicious. He totally won't suspect a thing. But in all seriousness, these sheep are causing so much lag.
Okay, I have about 60 FPS. I look down. 30 FPS?
I don't know how long we can go without being noticed by Orange Moose. Because if Orange Moose finds out, it's all going to be over. The best thing we can do right now is just get as many sheep as possible and wait out the next 2 days for Istramus getting back. After a little more time, I was able to finish the expansion on the base. It did take me a while, though, to get the sheep to go up to the second layer.
What is this?
That's a whole nother story. After breeding the sheep again, we had over 1,000 pink sheep. At this rate, it wouldn't be much longer until we have 10,000. Orange Moose did not take too kindly to what would have been a gift of a bunch of pink sheep.
Hello?
Buddy, it's looking bad for you.
Ahem. Why are you lacking my chunks?
And although we didn't prank Istramus in person, I think we accomplished what we came to do.
Go to the man cave, go to the enchanting room, and there is a ladder that leads through our walls.
Okay, Ryan. Look,
No,
okay,
it wasn't. It's not what it looks
Ryan,
like.
Look, I saw you put the pink sheep joke in the group chat. I didn't expect it to be an actual truth. Wait, you made a bunch of pink sheep.
Dude, I had like over 1,000.
And also something I probably should have mentioned before is when I found that one cave and covered it up, I also decided to add a sign and a door. Looking back, probably not the best decision. Yeah, that one's definitely on me.
Ryan, I helped you get your stuff on the server.
Dude, it was...
Ryan, what I
Ryan,
think you
thanks
forget
for the
about me
free 30 levels
is if there's
in my trident back to max. I mean,
if
it means
there
a
is
lot.
Oh, also,
one,
Aiden,
if
come
there's
back down. Come back down, Aiden.
I'm monologuing, guys. I'm monologuing.